Hello everyone, this is Charlie Boyd. I'd like to share with you a little bit about my favorite university. That's the Mississippi State University. Mississippi State is located in Starkville, Mississippi. That's where I was born, that's where I was raised for about the first 15 years. And then I moved to another great city, Detroit. So I'm now back very near Mississippi in the state of Alabama today. However, I'd like to share with you some of the history and document what has gone on around my university for a number of years. This university was founded in 1878, and so the Mississippi State University has a very rich heritage, regarded to be one of the premier state universities in our state. So what I'd like to share with you is just a little bit about the history, how we were founded, the university was founded, and what makes it so important to so many people. As we look upon the university's history, Mississippi State University is in Starkville. It is a agricultural, industrial type of university that has education at its heart. We're located, as you can see, about 125 miles northeast of Jackson, Mississippi, and about 23 miles west of Columbus. So the Columbus area, the West Point area, the Starkville area is called the Tri-County area, and we are sister cities, so very close related to all of those cities. A lot of students from this area, this particular area, will come into Starkville for studies at Mississippi State University. A lot of our students will also go down a little bit south of us to Jackson, Mississippi to study, and over to Columbus, Mississippi for studying as well. So we've got really three major highways that come through the city: Highway 82, Highway 12, and Highway 25 that goes north and south, and also east and west of the city. So that is the Golden Triangle area. Columbus, West Point, and Starkville is considered the Golden Triangle area. And we also have a regional airport that sits 14 miles to the east of Starkville. As we look through the university itself, it does have a comprehensive doctoral degree granting program. I'm a part of that doctoral program as it stands today. I'm very excited about being a part of this program and being again studying at my home city, Starkville, and at the Mississippi State University. So I'm very excited about that. Also, I will share with you the history, type of history that such a rich history that Mississippi State has. It's an agricultural and mechanical college, born as the state of Mississippi, one of the formed through a land grant through Congress in 1862 through the Morrill Act. It was established. The university was established February 28, 1878. So that is a very rich history for us, a very agricultural university at its heart. Of course, mechanical college as well. And Mississippi State University is very providing education to those that are co-located in the city, very closely located in the surrounding area. And I would imagine there's a large number of people that come from different states to study at Mississippi State University. I'd also like to share with you some of the purposes that this university was established on. Land grant institution. Mississippi State University was dedicated to those three broad purposes: learning, research, and service. So very much a university that stands for education at its heart. The research-minded university that's going to provide additional resources to students. It's also going to provide service. We'll also promoting. The university promotes service into the community, both to enhance our intellectual, cultural, social, and professional developments of our students. So we look forward to that. Additionally, the university as it stands today, very much a 21st century university, comprises the following academic units, which are very important to the university. College of Agriculture still stands today. The way that it was founded, rich in that agricultural history and life sciences. It includes the School of Human Sciences, the College of Architecture, Art and Design, College of Arts and Sciences, College of Business, including the Atkerson School of Accountancy, College of Education, Bagley College of Engineering, and including the Swam School of Chemical Engineering. We boast about the College of Forest Resources. That is very prominent at Mississippi State University. Forest Resources. Office of Graduate School, which is I'm a part of the graduate school, and the College of Veterinary Science. You would think that veterinary medicine will go right along with agriculture, life sciences, human sciences. So it makes quite a bit of good sense to have veterinary medicine as a part of this university. I'd also like to share with you, prior to moving on, past presidents of the university. Started with Stephen Lee, 1880 to 1899. Very rich history of presidents here at the colleges and at our university. The present, Mark E. Keenum, from January 1st, 2009 to the present. So that would be our gallery of presidents for Mississippi State University. So a very rich history of what we've embarked upon, what Mississippi State University is about, and how it was founded and put together. I'd like to share with you also a little bit about the city of Starkville. Starkville, because it is central, it is where the university is located, it is going to be central to students. And all of the happenings around the city will be important to students to share in. It will be important for their cultural development. It will be important for students to mingle and in a place where they're going to live for a large part of their lives, 4 to 5 years. Sometimes our students will live 8 years or so, and a lot of students will gain opportunities in the Starkville area and might not leave. They will make their home here. So what I'd like to share with you, there's a number of restaurants, very historical restaurants there in the city of Starkville, quite a bit of shopping, hotels. There's an opportunity for arts and culture. Back to the hotels, Mississippi State University boasts about our Mississippi State Bulldogs. Our teams always bring in quite a number of people on weekends, during the weeks, for basketball games, for football games, for all sorts of sporting activities. So there's a large number of hotels in the area, and we have quite a bit for our guests to share. I'd like to show you the city parks. This is a city park, just happened to be one that I swam in and one that I played in growing up as a kid. Would come out to the city park to swim, to cool off on a hot day. So we've got a lot of things that are going on in the city with regard to activities. We have our Cotton District, quite a big thing going on, festival going on each year. The Taste of Starkville is always a crowd pleaser, and one that brings out a lot of people to the city of Starkville. Our Smart Bus brings you back and forth through the university, takes you to different restaurants and eating events. Those kinds of things will happen through the use of Smart. Quite a number of tours, sporting events. Golfing is pretty prominent in the area. Mississippi State has its own university golf course. So that's very nice to have for those who really enjoy getting out in the heat of the day. One last thing I'd like to share with you about Mississippi State University is simply a quick map, a look at some of the places that we just talked about for not only for eating and dining, but for sharing with friends and family when they come up to visit. There could be opportunities for them to stay at some of the local hotels and such and see some of the things that students will see on an everyday basis. I like to point you to Little Dewey's. That's where we get a lot of good barbecue coming out of Little Dewey's. Restaurant, I've eaten there many times. The food has always been the same, very good and very tasty. That's just one of the points. Mugshots, another local place for students and the faculty to see and go to and eat and take a moment from all of the activities that go on at the university and studies, of course. There are a number of other places to go. There's fast food restaurants. There's the Mississippi State University Foundation. Barnes and Noble bookstore at Mississippi State is a really good spot to get your books and be prepared for each class that comes about. So, without boring you any further, I'd like to say thank you for looking at this documentary that I've shared about Starkville, about Mississippi State University. I'm hoping that it will become my alma mater and be a place that you will love as well. So thank you for touring with me, and I hope that this has been good information for you. Thank you very much.